We are approaching the very heart of the bunker. Wow! Hello, I want a beautiful girl, preferably two. I have a unique opportunity to visit the main bunker of Georgia, from where all the underground centers of the country were controlled. Several levels down, more than 100 rooms, until recently, there was electricity, ventilation, and a person lived here. And the very heart of the bunker, from where everything was controlled, is located on the lowest level. Will we be able to reach the main room and what finds await us along the way? Sit back and enjoy the viewing. Welcome to underground Georgia. In general, what is the feature of rock bunkers? They are very difficult to build, but I'm talking about something else. Imagine that above you there is a huge rock massive that naturally protects this facility from a direct hit of any shell. Specifically, this bomb shelter was built approximately in 1961-1965. By the way, German prisoners built it. The facility was the central command post of the civil defense of Tbilisi. That is, all the other bunkers were controlled from here. After that, simpler bunkers began to be built. If you pay attention to the ladder, you can see that it is covered with a layer of mineral, almost like in a cave. Now we'll go to another level, where stalactites already hang from the ceiling. Not a bunker, but almost a cave. In 2016, this bomb shelter was half operational, there was electricity here, a generator was working. But unfortunately, it is being destroyed very quickly. Not only by school children and teenagers, but also by those who want to profit from here. There are more and more minerals here. Stalactites and stalagmites everywhere here. Look at the unusual stalactite ladder. This ladder, in theory, can get you outside, but I don't trust it. There is one ventilation shaft here, and there should be another one at the end. In general, we have already got into the bomb shelter. There are two hermetic doors there. Now they are open, but at one time we closed them when we left and it was not easy to open them after us. We go down even deeper, about 35 meters underground. This is the second filter ventilation room. There are two of them in this bunker. This, by the way, is still quite well preserved. The filters are preserved not bad. There's a panel with electronics, and here are these diggers from Russia. They climbed in here. What diggers? I don't know. Who are you talking about? Guys from Russia came, from Samara. The door was closed and they crawled through the pipe, cut a hole here to open the door from the inside. I'm shocked. I physically wouldn't have fit there. Well, the guy was very skinny, probably a quarter of me. This is the corridor I call green because of its wall color. This is the longest corridor of the bunker. And here was a warehouse of some kind of children's cookies, which over time were eaten by mice. And this is a huge warehouse of wet wipes boxes. Possibly Soviet, possibly early 19th. Can anyone recognize the box? Look how many of them there are. And a lonely chair in the room, as if someone was tortured or interrogated here. In general, until 2009, a homeless man lived in this bunker. Here is his room where he lived. Here is everything: car seats, refrigerator. Until 2017 there was even light. Have you ever seen a homeless person in a bunker? He had a warehouse here, a gas stove stood here. Imagine he has gas cylinders and he cooked right here. And how did he lower them here? Well, this was a central entrance. He didn't climb from the ventilation shaft. Amazing. It's quite damp here and not comfortable to live. Isn't it easier to find some abandoned building? Maybe it wasn't so damp here before. So here we have a fork, the continuation of the green corridor and the branching off to the yellow corridor, which goes down to Sector B and Sector C, as I figuratively called them, because I had to somehow differentiate them. Now we'll take a look at this part, then we'll go back and go down the yellow corridor. Various documentation is scattered here. I copied the schemas of this facility from here at the time, and the rest is no longer relevant and uninteresting. There was a great classroom here, very cool. Oh, ABC, you're late. No. ABC is one of the famous diggers, and everyone who got to the facility before him wrote, ABC, you're late. And he then added, no, 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 no. Excuse me, how do I get to the library? I think there was a library here because there are a lot of books laying down. But maybe there was some kind of a hall here, although I'm not sure. And you know what gives everything a special flavor? I didn't see it from afar. Damn, that's my axis weight. Damn! I should have looked down. In general, there are such Hollywood cigarettes. I don't know if they were sold in Ukraine, but they used to hang out at kiosks. Here we'll find a lot more store signs, cigarette ads, boxes of powder. There is a lot of interesting stuff left from the 19th here. Gas mask filters. Interesting. What is this? Sanya, do you know what is this? There was the same thing somewhere else, only with instructions. You smeared weapons and uniforms with this, it seems to be some kind of anti-radiation agent. And these capsules are from a chemical reconnaissance device. These rings were cut off, the liquid was absorbed into the cotton wool, and you pumped air through the pump. And when there was some kind of substance in the air, it entered into a chemical reaction with this substance, and the cotton changed color, after which you understood what and how much was in the air. The instructions are very complicated, and you need to look on the internet how it worked. In general, they lay here in pairs, yellow and white liquids. There was an inscription here on how to use them. There were also special bags with some kind of powder and some vials with gas. You also had to smear them on your clothes. I'm not good at this, I'm just retelling that what's written in the instructions. Oh, Lucky Strike cigarettes. Of course, everyone knows Lucky Strike. This was glued to the store door. Open, closed. And free cigarette advertising at the same time. People who worked here had their own cafeteria. There were little tables here, a stove. There was a kitchen where food was cooked, and now there are only packages of Turkish laundry detergent laying around. Laundry detergent. Here, as we can see, the corridor goes at the angle of 90% in the event of a missile strike. This was supposed to weaken the shock wave. Behave more quietly here. Why? The city is behind this door and they can hear us. Got it? This is the yellow corridor. It goes down even lower. There are several rooms here, but there is nothing interesting in them. Now we'll head to the main part of the bunker, where there is a command post, diesel generator and more. They gradually plunder it. Yep. Toilet. The walls are a little tired, interesting semicircular shape. The guys found some diagrams. This is the ventilation diagram of this shelter. What year? 1968. I'm approaching the diesel generator room. You can immediately feel the persistent smell of diesel fuel or oil. Not everything has been stolen yet. It's amazing how well everything is preserved. A lot of metal will sooner or later be stolen from here, as in all such places. This diesel generator was in working condition recently. It started up right behind my back once. It was very unexpected. Even after they started dismantling the generator, there was still electricity here for several more years. As you can see, it is completely destroyed now. It's funny that there was an instrument panel on which there were radioactive elements with a tritium paint. It's amazing that it was in semi-working condition until recently, which is rare for Soviet bunkers. Honestly, they started destroying it literally a year ago when someone found out about this place and more people began to penetrate here. It's a classic case. Glass? It seems from batteries. And what is it? Some kind of plastic rods. It's just paradise for those who like to steal metal. It looks like copper. Maybe someone specially prepared these pieces in advance. Here begins the part of the bunker with modern repairs, if you can call it that. Until about 2017 there were people here. There was electricity, equipped space, modern furniture, water. And these are filters that stood near the diesel generator. Colored metals were simply pulled out of them. Some more paperwork. Time and damp are gradually destroying it. Glass blocks. An old TV. What are you saying? Smoking is prohibited here. Some diagrams. Wood processing technologies. Look, some photos. There are postcards with sites. This is the Hermitage in St. Petersburg. So this is the second room with filters. There were two independent ventilation systems from each other. This one looks a little more modest, but there are modern control panels here, because everything was working here recently. There was a drinking water tank upstairs. We are approaching the very heart of the bunker. Wow! Hello, I want a girl, preferably 2 at once. Here is the control room. There were buttons here for communication with different cities: Batumi, Kutaisi, Sukhumi, Second Valley, and Chernobyl, major cities of Georgia. The red button. That one? Yeah, I didn't notice. I didn't notice right away here in the command post there is such a map: Tbilisi, Rostavi, Second Valley, Kutaisi. Here is Armenia, Yerevan. In the next room, another control panel, though here the groundwater has completely destroyed this room. Friends, everything went well. Leave a comment if you like the bunker, subscribe to the channel if you like exploring abandoned places around the world. If someone is in Tbilisi and wants a tour of the city, I'll leave a link to Alexis's Instagram in the description.